he said, if you can't eat it, it'll become an NFT. Now, why is that important? Because it's not just a JPEG. It's just not an MP4, a movie file. On the blockchain, this is actually making digital media of all kinds ownable.
Hey, how goes it? I'm Kenn Bosak, host of the NFT Show on CryptoCake TV, where we chat weekly with verified NFT pioneers. So please stay tuned until the end.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Thanks for joining me today, mBlu. How goes it, bro?
Oh, it's going great, man. I mean, the market's on fire. Things are just coming together. A lot of exciting things happening. But thank you for having me on.
I appreciate it. And I think, it's sort of like a timing of the world, it's perfect timing for what we're seeing happen right now due to sort of like this lockdown and people, not really being able to go to work, having to be more resourceful, and artists, becoming the most resourceful right now, and at least in the crypto space. Maybe introduce yourself to the audience. Let them know maybe how you got into crypto and what you're doing now with NFTs.
Well, it's kind of funny. I came from the hard money gold and silver market. I had a precious metal brokerage for many years. This is back in the day, 2012 is when I first got into Bitcoin. And that was after wrestling with a client of mine who was determined to invest in Bitcoin. But, I was like, oh, it sounds like a scam, this, fantasy magic internet money, right? Fortunately, he didn't listen to me. And shortly after that, I ended up reading the Satoshi white paper. And at that moment, I was just like, holy crap, this could work, right? So I sold my brokerage. I invested in Bitcoin, still realizing it's this massive experiment, right? Monetary experiment. But, I felt it. And then when Ethereum kicked on, probably about a year and a half after that or so, that's when I really went into the rabbit hole, like just seeing, the smart contracts and basically programmable money that's, immutable and changeable, and open source. That's when I said, yeah, this is real. This is legit. So I knew at that point, this was going to change the world.
Yeah, it only took 10 pages, right? The Satoshi white paper. It's a short read, but a long impact, at least on the many lives that have taken the time to read it, which I implore my audience to do. If you haven't, maybe interested in what an NFT is, start with the Satoshi white paper and work your way into the crypto space from there. I'm curious, how do you see, or how are you using this, seeing artists and musicians coming into this space? What does Bitcoin or blockchain provide to artists that, when we're talking about NFTs? Well,
great question. I mean, just, you don't have to ask anybody's permission, really, right? It's peer-to-peer. It levels the playing field. It's access, right? It's our world is really controlled by these permissioned layers. So you got to get permission for all these things. Well, this opens the door for everybody. This is a global stage where I can interact with somebody on the other side of the planet in almost real time and sending valuable information back and forth, which is, the cryptographic ledger, blockchain, NFTs sit on top of the blockchain. So it just really opens up the doorway for all kinds of new revenue models for artists. I mean, artists are going to be the new rich, in my opinion. I mean, artists that have communities, artists that have valuable things to say and express, I think are going to become the new wealthy class. It's going to take probably a number of years for that to unfold, but it's already happening right now. I mean, we're seeing it in real time.
Would you consider this the second coming Renaissance?
Yeah, this is this is the biggest thing happening in my lifetime. So, I think the only thing that kind of match this. This is even bigger than the internet, because this is maturing the internet. This is giving the internet actual value, to be able to exchange value, basically at the same rate as you can exchange an email. That's powerful. So this is actually maturing the internet as a whole and bringing it, into the real world. So everything before blockchain and crypto, the internet was kind of this insecure playground experiment, but you're putting on the security and the immutability and also the open source nature of blockchain layer onto the internet. It's really maturing it. So this is big. I mean, this is bigger than the advent of the internet itself.
Yeah, the paradigm is shifting, and I believe it is in favor of the artists and entertainers, content creators, people that make people feel good. And right now, the common perception on an NFT is that it's a JPEG file or a GIF, using Bitcoin's blockchain technology, whatever that means. But we're seeing more use cases for NFTs every day, from tying physical assets to virtual certificates of authenticity, as well as musicians using it to make, audio NFTs. And now we're seeing the film industry come in with these visual audio video NFTs. Where do you see, potentially this going next? Where would you like to see it going?
Well, as William Quigley said so eloquently, who's just an OG in the crypto space, he said, if you can't eat it, it'll become an NFT. Now, why is that important? Because it's not just a JPEG. It's just not an MP4, a movie file. On the blockchain, this is actually making digital media of all kinds ownable. Yeah. And it's very similar to, like, for example, would you rather own the Mona Lisa, or would you rather own a postcard of the Mona Lisa, right? So the Mona Lisa is the Mona Lisa because it can be verified that it's the original, right? Now, it takes, quite a lot of time and money to authenticate, a high value piece like the Mona Lisa. But with blockchain, if you, for example, and somebody bought a very high value Banksy last month, and then they burned it, transferring all of that physical value to the blockchain. There's a couple really interesting things about that. One, you don't have to worry about that physical Banksy rotting. You don't have to worry about it being stolen. You don't have to worry about it degrading over time. Eventually, all of eventually the Mona Lisa itself will be disintegrated and it'll no longer exist. But by putting that Banksy or the Mona Lisa, completely transferring all that value to the blockchain, right, it'll last for as long as there's electricity on the planet. So, which is going to be much longer than my lifetime, right? So now you've got this verifiable, you can verify that it's original within seconds, and you don't have to worry about, warehouse storage, degradation, theft, fire. So, and now you can transfer that digital one of one, that digital masterpiece, to your wall on your 72-inch wall art frame. And then you can rotate it, to your entire gallery, right? You've got a certain function. You can determine the theme of the art throughout your space, your office, your home. So we're going to see more and more of that. And we're already seeing that people would rather actually have the digital representation of that than the actual physical representation of that. I think we're going to see more and more of that as time goes by, because now you've got something that can be authenticated instantly, right? It can be transferred anywhere in the world nearly instantly, right? You can share it, you can lease it, you can actually even put it into a DeFi, decentralized finance, and actually take out a loan on your own art. So there's this, and we're just at the beginning stages of this. So the what we don't know, a year from now, 2 years from now, because the innovation is just happening so fast right now. It's just really exploding right now. So the things that we're going to see from music videos to feature films to, a clip of the Like a Virgin Madonna video to, the Grateful Dead best moments, right? You like, oh yeah, I own clip number 33, right? Now you can instantly trade that. You can buy, sell, trade, collect any hour of any day without asking anybody permission.
Absolutely. And talking about innovations, I guess before I let you get going, let's talk about how you're innovating Minecraft and NFTs and what's going on right now for the audience, and let them know how they can get involved with Uplift.
Well, a couple things. It all started with Uplift.art, which is a new sort of organization where we're a technology company that leverages NFTs, and we take 50% of our proceeds and we give it to charity. So the first stop is Haiti. We're building schools in Haiti. We've raised about $750,000 in value over the last 4 months. So we've got a school and a half in the works, and we're just getting started. So we put the first full-length music video on the blockchain last year, and now we have moved into metaverse. So we are building out Ready Player One right now. We're using Minecraft as the visual layer and the tool layer in this version 1 episode. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. We've got something called NFT land keys. So basically, by having one of these NFT land keys in your Wax wallet and you log into the Uplift.world, then you go into this metaverse to where you actually have control over your land, and you can actually whitelist people on your land to help build it, beautify it, create incentive layers. The more audience you attract to your land, the more Wax P rewards you and your community earns. So it's basically a metaverse where you earn Wax P for playing and hanging out.
That is beautiful. And I love it because it's so earnable. My favorite thing to tell my audience is don't buy it when you can earn it. And now they can earn Wax P playing Minecraft thanks to Uplift. Thank you, mBlu. I appreciate your time for joining me today. As always, bro, have a day.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate your time. If you have a guest that you would like to see on the NFT show here on CryptoCake TV, please go ahead and comment below or find us on social media and let us know. CryptoCake on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and for a chance to win an NFT, all you have to do is comment your Wax wallet address below. As always, have a day.